Miyabi, I think, at this point, is actually a decently weak character outside of Dangong and Yuzuha comps. And I started, playing this game a decent bit after the Miyabi meta was a thing, so around the time of Evelyn. Um, and honestly, I did pull this character on a friend's recommendation, like long back during her rerun, but I missed out on her sig, so I've always kind of written her off as a useless piece on my account. But I was struggling to clear DA and Shiyu, and on a recommendation from a friend, actually, I was told to maybe use Miyabi with Alice, and I played it for about a week straight, and honestly, it's pretty good. I always used to think that Miyabi is pretty weak outside of Nengong and Yuzuha comps, but even in just a dual DPS setup with a more modern anomaly character, she actually works pretty good, honestly. And I hope to showcase that this character, even without her Sig and even without her best teammates, she can still clear just fine. Given you have good builds and also that you're willing to put in the effort to learn how this character works. So yeah, I'll just get started. So for those who don't know, Miyabi is the first crit focus anomaly agent in this game's release, and probably still the only crit focus anomaly character where you actively do build crit stats. Where unlike Jane, who you don't build crit stats on, you just focus on AP and AM instead. So yeah, I will also say that this character is actually deceptively complex. She did at some point used to be the, typical haha funny button character, where you just held the basic and everything just died. But I don't think that it just is not the case anymore. Because if you look at a website like Pridewin, she's marked as tier 0.5 with the expert tag, which means she is still a tier 0 character, assuming, a good team and you're also playing her well. That's literally what the expert tag literally just means. So, what makes her so complex? I personally believe that her complexity is completely to do with her stack generation mechanic. So, the comp that I'm using with Alice, who on her own works quite similar to Miyabi to a degree, together, they actually kind of they work against each other in a way, technically. Let me explain. So Miyabi can actually overcap on stacks like really, really easily, but I'm just gonna show you a small clip here now as to what that means. Now, as you can see, for Shiyu at least, you essentially have to waste one stack for early damage. This is... I will get into this a little bit later as well. But in the later second wave, she overcaps on stacks pretty easily, actually. And I think this isn't as, prevalent in DA, however, against Butcher. Now, how does this comp work? Well, for starters, Astra obviously buffs attack and crit damage for Miyabi, which she appreciates, and she buffs attack for Alice, which she also likes. Essentially, to get this clear, there is a few specific set of conditions that need to happen. So, for one, you have to kill everything in wave 1 by 4:05 or 4:06 on the timer. This requires a little bit of RNG, and I mean RNG because of grouping. The grouping RNG for the two robots in the beginning who are A, ice resistant, and B, they like to move around a lot, is it drives you crazy, honestly, sometimes. But it is possible, as I will show later in my full player. Second, and the most important of all, you absolutely have to play the mechanic for this boss. It is really easy, it's really simplistic, but while I was playing this, I didn't even realize that there was a mechanic, because I guess that's just how clueless I was. With all the visual cancer going on, in the background, it is imperative that you play the mechanic, because the moment you ignore it, your clear becomes lower, and then you end up with a 23k score wondering what you did wrong for 4 or 5 hours. This totally didn't happen to me. I promise. But Yeah, that is essentially what it is. These are like the specific conditions you have to meet. Now, let's go back to our title. What is the art of the blade? Well, the art of the blade is stack management on both Alice and on Miyabi. Because the thing is, while I was saying earlier that Miyabi is a deceptively complex character, she gets two stacks of her resources from her skill. She gets three from her ult, one from triggering Frostburn, and another two anytime anybody on the team triggers a disorder reaction. You overcap on stacks extremely easily, is what I was saying earlier as well. Now, managing stacks, if you can get that down, if you're able to get that down, honestly, you can probably clear a few more DAs without, without requiring some more investment in her teammates. But for now, this actually works more than fine. This is a 4 cost clear, like I had said earlier. And yeah, I will show you my builds really quickly. These aren't the greatest or whatever, but they're pretty good in my opinion, especially the Miyabi one. But yeah, even on these quote unquote unoptimal builds, these are actually doing pretty fine. So yeah, finally, I will now showcase the runs where I've gotten these clears. Enjoy and thank you for watching. Feedback is always appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, I'll take them on a chance to score. Your weakness scout has been exposed. Perfectly symmetrical. Focus on the target. There's no time to lose. Stay on offense. Let's go. Here to dance. The most symmetrical sword play. Perfectly symmetrical. Adjust your breathing. I see it. I swear on my blade. Chance to score. My blade is ready. It's over. There's no time to lose. No one can stay on offense. It's with you. You regret choosing me as your opponent. It won't hurt. I'll make it quick. Clear your mind. It's time to settle this. My blade is ready. Victory, the only option. A chance to score. It's over. Focus on the target. Forgot. The most symmetrical sword play. I swear on my blade. Perfectly symmetrical. It's over. You're done. Scatter. There's no time to lose. It won't hurt. I'll make it quick. Conjure chaos. Stay on offense. Strong is with you. Restore order. You'll regret choosing me as your opponent. It's time to settle this. It's over. I see it. Victory, the only option. A chance to score. No time to do it. You're done. Let's dance. Adjust your breathing. There's no time to lose. Move with the blade. Stay on offense. The cold is silent. Purging slash. For the time field name, I will never lose. Our moment. This song is dedicated to the world. Shadow's blade. It won't hurt. I'll make it quick. You can't run. I see it. Eradicate all evil. This is the path I follow. Bear witness to the noble principles of the Time Field family.
Is the concert starting?